can model ionic bonding. So ionic bonding is relatively very strong in terms of the dipole-dipole forces or induced dipole forces we have talked about in our previous videos. So there is a positive negative charge because there is a very good difference in electronegativity between two atoms, and it requires electron transfer, means electron will transform from one mostly electropositive atoms to electronegative atom. And one example, I think the sodium chloride, and the ionic bond is non-directional. So that is some very basic details, and which is very easily available on internet, so you can just check it. But my okay, so now I will just discuss the structure so you can see now uh, sodium chloride, how sodium chloride you can just make. So it's a FCC structure in which sodium is occupying the 12 edges, 8 octahedral edges, and one at the octahedral, I think, center. Then Cl minus are at the corners and the faces. So this is for information now. If this sodium is positively charged and this Cl minus is negatively charged. So there is a ionic bonding between sodium chloride. And so how can we model this? So this is their dissociation energy. Suppose if we have to just find a dissociation energy, so we need four terms. First is ionization energy. Ionization energy is for sodium plus. Electronegativity, which is for Cl minus ion. Then this is an electrostatic interaction, or you can say Coulomb potential, which is because of positive negative charge. Then we have Pauli repulsion. So actually I am making this video to make understand how Pauli repulsion works. So in general, if you see, um, it is believed that the electron cloud is like repelling, and repulsion, if this is just because an repulsion between two electron cloud, so the values will be less, values will not be that great. But this Pauli repulsion, this repulsion is also added one more repulsion into it, which is called Pauli repulsion. This is also called mutually exclusive principle. It means that when two ions come close, their electron cloud tend to overlap, and then there is a repulsion, extra repulsion, which comes because two electrons cannot occupy the same quantum number or spin quantum number. So that repulsion is basically a Pauli repulsion term. So if we just want to model it, so I think the Coulomb potential will follow this trend, and we have already discussed about this, like the electrostatic attraction between two ions, or like in Lj it is always negative, so it's an attractive term, and these terms are kind of repulsive. So thus we just plot it. So Coulomb potential, so this curve is all like similar to Lenoir-Jones potential, but yes, there is some modification because of the terms involving have a different magnitude, or they are different in terms of their numerical values. So suppose if we have ionization energy and electron affinity difference, then we can just get it around. For this is for sodium chloride case this is discussing, so I have not mentioned, but it is a sodium chloride distance. So the bond energy, or you can say this bond energy is around minus 4.26, and when they almost touches this point, this is around 0.236 nanometers. So these are the parameters you need whenever you try to model ionic system or ionic bonding. So can we estimate the Pauli repulsion term? Is it possible that we can? Is it Pauli repulsion term is that important that that we have to see? So this is one experimental like some values for ionization energy, electron affinity. These values, these first three values you can get experimentally. There are different techniques. So one of the technique is discharge flow photoionization mass spectrometry. It will generate ionization energies and electron affinity for several ions. And the association energy you can do it in it. You means you can calculate using DFT calculations, or you can experimentally, there is a constant I think deviation spectrometry which I think use maybe ideal cases I know, but yes, it means in all and all, the association energy you can first return you can find it, and equilibrium separation if you want to then you have to do rotational spectroscopy, and Coulomb term you can easily find out using the formula. So let's see, for sodium chloride kit it is around zero point 0.3 electron volt. Sodium fluoride it is 0.35 electron volt. KCl it is very less, but just go to sodium hydride and lithium hydride, the values is very high. It is not, it is even, if you compare it is in terms of energy uh, it is quite comparable to electron affinity. So means values is very high, so we cannot just neglect Pauli repulsion uh, just when we are modeling ionic bonds. So that is the main purpose, and I feel this video will give you one more uh, information that why in ionic bonding we cannot just get away with Pauli repulsion terms. And so I think this video is uh, I think they for this I think the bonding series, or you can say the videos I am making, it is in continuation. And my purpose of making this video is to not just learning by myself, or sharing my knowledge to others. And I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and please comment which kind of video you want, and I will definitely going to do whatever comments will come.